At first, I thought Pablo was just set tripping. I was like, Pablo, you're doing too much. Leave Kawhi and the Clippers alone. Now, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, dog. I just can't even lie. This is insane. Like, what is going on? What Pablo be finding out. And I don't know how and what and why, but we here. And damn it, this ain't good. Let's see what they talking about. All right, Pablo, go get them.
This is the approximately $100 million Halo board. It is the double-sided oval-shaped crown jewel of Steve Ballmer's Intuito. You may now recall, how Daktronics' fellow Clippers partner at the time, Aspiration, they got their name out by hiring celebrity spokespeople.
Sure.
Daktronics, by contrast, does not use public-facing celebrity spokespeople or endorsers to promote the brand at all, apparently. And as one former Daktronics employee told us in a text message,
I was told since it's B2B and not a consumer product, it didn't make sense to advertise that way.
They're the worldwide leader, arguably, in Jumbotron manufacturing.
Oh, that's dope.
But this is where I do need you to know something else. And this is something that I initially heard on the phone from the first high-level source I've been talking to for the last 11 months.
This was talked about just openly within the organization and from people working on the project that Kawhi was a spokesperson for Daktronics. And it was just the biggest thing. It was just openly joked about within people working on the project that knew about this, as it was 1,000% a way to circumvent the salary cap.
And over months of...
Oh, okay. If true, okay. I'm seeing what we got going on here. Basically, all the ancillary, all the things that are plugging into Steve Ballmer, him as an entity, what is he worth? A few billion dollars. So all things plugging into him, specifically Clippers, specifically Intuit Dome, all those vendors, all those brands, all that marketing, all those endorsements, we got to start patting pockets, because what it sounds like is Uncle Dennis, Steve Ballmer, somebody high level was like, give Kawhi a base salary, whatever you can give him, or whatever we gonna agree to, but we gonna fluff that up. And we know how to fluff that up. It's the same model that we run on YouTube and independent media. I'm gonna do videos, they're gonna do numbers, they're gonna give me some ad dollars from YouTube, Google AdSense, thank you. But that ain't where the real money at. I don't care who you are. It's way more money having a brand or someone associated with you. So I think that's what the play is. And I can't lie. You know me. I'm thinking of ways to try and defend this, but I'm feeling like, yo, this is tough to defend.
Vetting the second high-level Clippers source, a former official, they also independently confirmed something else, which is that this Kawhi deal was not only talked about by fellow higher-ups at the Clippers and Daktronics as a way to circumvent the NBA salary cap.
Quote, I know Kawhi had a sponsorship with Daktronics, unquote.
This second source was also told that Kawhi's Daktronics sponsorship was a multi-million-dollar deal, as my first source separately explained on tape.
People at Daktronics, people within the Clippers organization themselves had told me about this multi-million-dollar deal with Kawhi and Daktronics. They're not a company that you would see a celebrity endorser for, and then it wasn't coming out of their end, that the Clippers were technically kind of funding it, and that it was funneling money from the Clippers through Daktronics back to Kawhi.
You know how many...
Okay. Let's be careful here. Be careful. This is why there's three sides to every story, and I always tell at least two of them. Look, I don't need a celebrity endorser, is what everyone keeps saying about Daktronics. Okay. But if you hire one, doesn't mean you still can't utilize him, right? Like they're trying to disqualify and make this notion, disqualify Kawhi Leonard for doing it on the up and up. It has to be something bad. It has to be something unethical. It has to be something illegal. Why? Because they don't get celebrity endorsers. That ain't the only reason you get to hire a ambassador for your brand. People hire ambassadors sometimes just because they have a huge email base. Sometimes you do it because of the reach. Sometimes you do it because of the box it checks in terms of demo. Matter of fact, I was on the phone yesterday. I'm not going to say his name because he just got a deal. He got a deal with a big company in the South. He flew down to Nashville, came back. We chopping it up on the phone. I said, how'd that deal go? Got it. He said, man, I went to the headquarters, walked around. It's a black dude. He said, I walked around. I was the only black dude there. So what I do in content, plus me being the only black guy, got me the deal. He said, I ain't even stupid. They ain't stupid. They need some representation. That's what he said. And I was like, all right. I mean, what's new? Like, how many times you watch a commercial? It's a Target commercial. What do they always do? They got a girl and they got a boy. Then they got a black one, they got a white one, they got an Asian one, they got a... And they always just kumbaya at the end of the Target commercial. You think that's just like, oh, the 5 best actors? So I don't like this whole disqualification based off of, well, if he's a celebrity and they don't like celebrities, they don't need celebrities, why they got him? But I understand there's circumstantial evidence that is mounting. I have gotten deals. I've been a part of deals. I've seen people get deals. And no lie to y'all, they don't do nothing. Whether it's bad marketing on their side, whether it's just, they're unorganized, or they just wanted you so that they can say they are in partnership with you to get more money. Right? Now, I am reaching. Trust me, I know I'm reaching. But it's only a reach, but I can grasp it because I've actually been a part of that. I've actually done that. Marcellus, we want you to endorse us. Cool. What do you want me to do? Okay, every quarter we're gonna have like a tournament, a pickleball tournament. Great, let's do it. They don't put no tournament together ever. I'm just getting a check and a free pickleball paddle. They ain't did. That's on them. So a little bit of this to a lot of this could be on them, not Kawhi. See? Defense. The defense rests.
Teams they work with, how many stadiums? They had their pick of the litter, and they went with Kawhi Leonard, who then never does anything. They don't even put out a press release.
Look, in fairness, maybe Daktronics would claim that there were private secret things, the things behind closed doors. And because of that possibility, late last month, Sam Koppelman of Hunter Brick Media reached out to Daktronics directly.
I got an email from someone who seemed to be a PR person, a marketing person at Daktronics. He then writes back to say, you know what, I'm not going to call you, but let me introduce you to our VP. But that person was actually the general counsel of Daktronics. As soon as I mentioned the name Kawhi Leonard, I didn't hear back directly from Daktronics, but within 30 minutes, I got an email from someone from the domain name gfbunting.com.
And so for this crisis comms guy to call back and say,
quote, my understanding is Daktronics doesn't have a deal with Kawhi right now.
Another possible answer, by the way, might have been,
I don't know what you're talking about. But that's not the answer I got from these professional crisis comms strategists.
Okay, one thing I want to point out. I know this is like gold. There's a pot of gold at the end of this rainbow for Pablo Torre by doing these things. And I get it. Investigative reporting, calling people out, catching people doing the wrong thing. I get it. I respect that level of journalism. I really do. I respect it. I don't like it. You know why I don't like it? Not because of Pablo, because of the other guy just now. Like, there's a giggle. There's always this little chuckle, this little giggle that I've seen from reporters, especially when they catch somebody slipping or doing wrong or dirty. Why? Beat it up in the comments. I'm serious. Like, as soon as I see that, I'm like, it's one thing. It's like seeing a police officer and you know he gonna arrest somebody, but he giggling, he laughing, he pumped. Like, why are you? That ain't good what they are doing, and it's not good that we are now knowing it, but it is actually good because now we have caught them. But none of this is funny because somebody's lives are being ruined, but at the same time, we're being accountable. I get the contrast, but why the chuckle? Like, you seeing somebody about to go down and you like almost laughing at their misery that's coming. kind of weird to me. Anyway, beat up in the comments.
When I followed up on it, what he said was, quote, I don't know what the company wants to say or can say, given the Wachtell investigation and all that.
Do you know how locked in you have to be for the name Wachtell to come? I mean, not like the investigation.
Not the NBA
or that
Wachtell.
Yeah. He knew the name of the firm.
Almost like you listen to podcasts about it.
Good job. All right, pat yourself on the back. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're not done with this topic. Well, the Wachtell investigation, well, maybe he even knows about it because he's general counsel or he's associated with him, and he's up in there having to do with 1,000 emails to Wachtell. Like, let's not always think we're the star of everybody's movie. We're the star of our own movie. Like, I wouldn't know what Wachtell was if I'm general counsel and I'm taking in all this water about this damn Kawhi Leonard money. I know what Wachtell was. All right, let's keep going. We got Stephen A. Smith talking about it too. Let's go. Let's see. Oh, this is not gonna be good. I know he's gonna go heavy. Kick him out the league. I know I can hear it right now. Let's go.
And I guess we're supposed to applaud him for that. This is the same dude that blackmailed the Clippers. This is the same dude that in July of 2019 arrived only after telling them, get Paul George or else I'm going to take my talents to the Los Angeles Lakers.
I don't see, this is why we do this show. The framing of that. Now, since we have vilified him, or at least allegedly vilified Kawhi Leonard because of this, Daktronics, because of what happened before, what was that? Saption? I forget the name of the company with an A. Here we go. Now, Kawhi is not allowed as a star player to say, I will come if you get him. That's the point of being a star player. Everybody does that when they're the star. Are you kidding me? If you can't do that, that means you ain't a star. What are you doing? First of all, I'm demanding the contract I want, max money. Then I'm telling you who I want to be in the building. And I can tell you the coach I want. Depends on how much a star I am. Now, you can outflex yourself and try to do too much. Shaquille O'Neal, and he's going to talk about it. He wanted $150 million when Kobe was like, I want to be the man. That's why they beefed. Shaq said, if I didn't want that 150, we would have been good. I could have took a little less and we could have won 6, 7, 8 rings. Not 5, not 6, not 7, not. But now we're going to vilify a dude for telling a team what he wants. That has nothing to do with it. Objection, Your Honor. Inconsequential. Sustained.
And because of that, the Clippers ended up trading about 4 or 5 picks along with Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Objection, Your Honor. Irrelevant. Sustained. What does this got to do with this damn investigation? See, this is what I don't like about media. Since we now are thinking not positive, but a little negative on them, let's just bring up anything and see if it sticks. This got nothing to do, dog. You know what I mean? Teams done traded away players. Oops, that was a bad trade. It happens. What does a bad trade have to do with them doing some bad, dirty work business? Bring it home, though. I respect Stephen A. I know he's going to bring it home.
In order to get Kawhi Leonard to come on board.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Keep that in mind.
I am.
Keep that in mind.
I am.
These are the kind of things that you have to pay attention to when you're thinking about Kawhi Leonard. And inexplicably, for some reason, the Los Angeles Clippers still made it a point to pay him one contract after another, despite about 30-plus games missed, 30-plus% of his games missed during the regular season, and just as much, if not even more, during the postseason. They still haven't been to an NBA Finals.
Chill.
The conference finals that they went to against Phoenix years ago in 2021 was without him.
Damn.
Because he was hurt again.
Oh, my goodness.
And somehow, some way, he's milked the franchise for all it's worth. I have said this before, and I'll say this again. You want the definition of a masterclass? Let me tell you something. Kawhi Leonard getting paid without going to work, that brother could give lessons.
Okay. All I'm going to add to that is, damn, that's he going in. I'm going to add to that 2 things. One, Kawhi did have like 3 mansions in like Southern California. I was like, this dude is winning. I was like, God, he eating. And I mean, as an athlete, let me just be real. I'm like, nobody has had it kind of better than Kawhi. He doesn't have to talk if he don't want to talk. No one's expecting it. He's still very likable. Everyone loves him. And frankly, he ain't playing all them games. But let me give you the real of it. In San Antonio, Kawhi Leonard was all in. In San Antonio, what happened with him medically turned him off. In San Antonio, remember when they try to ambush him, basically? They try to bring in all the old legends and veterans and everybody talk about Kawhi, pressure him to play. Remember that? A campaign against Kawhi by his own team. Kawhi was like, dog, y'all misdiagnosed me, bro. I'm hurt. You know what he did? He signed a declaration for himself, a declaration of independence. Guess what he said? I will never step on that court again unless I'm right. And tell you the truth, every player wants to sign that. Because if you go out there and you're not right, chances are you're going to put out bad film. Bad film doesn't come back. It goes out. It stays there. It's like the internet is forever. Then your value goes down because that's not a good product. You got to think about it in those terms. Make it inanimate. Like, we are a corporation. You go out there with a bad hammy, you going 70%, you getting used and abused and served like hell because one day you was in the cell. Stop, that was too much. You get used and abused, and then guess what? They start saying, suffers from lateral movement, quickness questionable. Next thing you know, you got some scouts saying, I don't know if he all that. I don't think he's a top 10 player anymore. Because he out there trying to struggle bus through his bad hammy. That's what happened to, what's my boy name that was in the finals that played? De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox was hurt. High ankle sprain. Bruh, high ankle sprain? You might as well break my leg. A high ankle sprain? Break my leg first. It hurts. You can't move. From your foot to your knee is just concrete. Just like, yeah. It ain't got no elasticity. It ain't moving. It ain't flexing. It's a, yeah. He going out there trying to play struggle bus. He had some good games in the finals, but the point is he had some bad moments. I'm certain maybe some of those moments wouldn't have been there if he were healthy. And now look at everybody looking at De'Aaron Fox. He gonna get 228 million in the next 4 years? He suck. Just because he tried to play through injury. So Kawhi signed on. I'm never doing that. Plus, knowing Kawhi this much, we both from Compton, but knowing him this much and knowing his wife, dog, he hurt. Like he'll wake up, his knee just say, ah. So, what you supposed to do?
He could give lessons. He's spectacular with that stuff. He's spectacular. He's so good at it, I want to get lessons from him my damn self. And I like working. But my God, the time this man gets off, and then to turn around, and to still get paid, and to still get one new contract after another, that's bad enough. But then when you hear that you got deals on the side that allow the salary cap to be circumvented, ladies and gentlemen, that's the big story here. Because guess what it means?
We finally get there?
If it started with him, or it have happened with him.
Thank you. It started.
Chances are it didn't start with him.
No, we know.
Chances are something's going.
Yeah, not chances. It happened. Steve Ballmer got in trouble in 2015. We know that. Don't do this. The homework is out there. Read it up. Yeah. Kawhi has been in it before. Kawhi has been there before. Educate him, Pablo. Life of Pablo. Let's go.
Let's encapsulate all of this. Bottom line is this. If this is true, and obviously there appears to be no reason to doubt it, excellent reporting on your part, Pablo. Bottom line is this. If you're the NBA, you vaporize the contract of Kawhi Leonard.
Vaporize.
And in the same breath, not only do you do that, but you suspend him. You suspend him and you don't allow him to play for the next year. You confiscate draft picks from the Clippers, but you also suspend Steve Ballmer from appearing at games. I can't imagine Adam Silver going that far, but this may call for that because you know what everybody's going to think.
What?
If this stuff is true, People are gonna say Kawhi Leonard is this is who it happened for. There's no way this has happened for a bevy of players around the NBA. You know that's what's next. You know that, right, Pablo? Let's.
Yes, we do know that. We do know. Can you stop talking to me like that? Okay. We know that. We know that, Stephen A. We know that. Don't do that. We know that. Let me say this. No, let me say this before I share some more. Let me say this. I got to talk to you recklessly. Like, I got to take off all the journalistic hat that I wear, the little I wear. I got to just be reckless right now. This is just conjecture, okay? So don't hold me to it. But this is something I'm thinking. So if I'm thinking it, I'm going to share it with y'all. That's how we roll. That's how we rock. Man, we already know how this go. Everybody doing this on different levels, depends on who you are. Okay? Why? Because simply the athletes and the owners still have a relationship. This comes from, look, I am an owner with billions of dollars. Steve Ballmer got the most. He got more than, I think they said, all the other owners combined or something crazy. He's worth more than 12 franchises put together. Something crazy. So Steve Ballmer like, we don't want to go to war, do we? Do we? Do I have to cash in some of this Microsoft stock on your head? So Steve Ballmer sitting there like, everybody doing this. Like, he new to the game. He a younger owner in terms of how many years he been there, what, 10, 15, whatever it is. Some of these dudes been there forever. He like, okay, what y'all doing? How y'all get these dudes? How y'all, with the cap, now turning into a hard cap, second apron, all this stuff, these new terms they making up? How we get these dudes? The owners by themselves, when they chilling on their yachts, they like, yo, this is what you got to do. You got to give them what you can give them and then give them a little more to make sure you win. Because you got to think about it. Everyone's getting a max deal that's good. So how you going to separate yourself? Well, where your city is, where you're located, how good your team is. But I'm not going to lie to y'all. Players don't give that much a damn about that. We do. If it's a tie, I go to you. But it ain't that deep because that money, life is a sandwich. No matter how you flip it, the bread comes first. Talking about how hot it is. Oh, it's pretty girls down there. Oh, man, you can't beat where we are. Yeah, I can. Somewhere else they're paying me more. I could beat it every time. Anyway, I'm going to be reckless. Since they all doing it, we all get max deals. So we got to separate ourselves. How you get a deal under the table that's greater than everybody else. And this is unreported. So I can go. Ain't no salary cap on top of my dollars. That was one of my best rap Tourette's right there. Ain't no salary cap on top of my dollars. Under the table, unreported, go to war. And Steve Ballmer like, nobody could go to war under the table like me, allegedly. He just started doing this. Who put that microwave in that suite? What's that company? What's that? Oh, what does that say? Okay. Get him a deal. Hey, Uncle Dennis, come here. Who put this chair here? What's this? What's this, IKEA? Give him a deal. He just walking around wherever he see a brand. What's that, Sony? Is that a Sony CD player? CD player. Give him a deal. Like, they've been doing that in college. They do that in high school. I got recruited to go to high school. I told you, coach came up to me, bought me some chili cheese Fritos and a tiki punch. I was like in the 6th grade. I was scoring 5 touchdowns a game. There go Wiley at the snack stand. Got my fork and my chili cheese Fritos, didn't pay for them. That's how it started for me. My first NIL deal was some chili cheese Fritos and some tiki punch. And it kept going from there, kept going up, all the way up. They always offering you something because they got to stick out. They know you got 5 recruiting visits, right? So, in college, hey, here's your per diem for while you're on your recruiting trip, $200. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. You're in high school, you broke. Thank you. Then you go out with some dude who got $200 to take care of you. Then he got a homeboy that got $200 just to make sure y'all have a great time. Then we got to make sure when you get back home, you good, right? Man, don't mess with me, y'all. I'm not making excuses. I'm just trying to tell you this happens. And I think the reason it's delayed in its investigation and how far they're going is because, one, Steve Ballmer is not the one to be first. If anybody going to get outed on this, it should not be Steve Ballmer because he got the most resources. So even if the NBA is a partner, like, yo, you one of our owners, you not the one we want to piss off. Y'all all billionaires. You ain't the one, no, we want to make mad. And two, if Steve goes down, he going to grab whatever around him, I guarantee. He going to be like, hey, look, I'm just going to tell you, Adam. That's how that goes. All right, beat up in the comments. Let me know what you think.